the more satisfaction in life is fulfilling my dad's wishes of helping my family. That's most. I've done my mission. The mission accomplished. Ever since I left home, it keeps ringing in my ears. So that's the highest call that I've, all my siblings here with their children. Yeah, and I'm happy. Talfalava, my name's Lupe. I'm 59 years old in November this year. I was born on the 25th of 11, 1965. My proper name is Vailupe. Ngā ono taumaoe asui. I'm from Vailele, and then I was born in Salilavalu, Savai. The family, my mom's family, is the Longoi Vale Vale Mariners. And so, yeah, I grew up in both islands. My mom's family, her dad and my uncles, they're all fishermen. So they were out fishing at night and they came back early in the morning and making fish to sell. And it's my job with some of my cousins to sell the fish in the village before we go to school. At sometimes school started at about 7 or 7:30, but we couldn't get to school until at 8:30. It's because we have to sell the fish on the street in the village, the whole village. But it was really tough, and but every weekend I look forward because my dad would come and visit me. Miss my dad, not so much of anybody else, my mom, and it was always my dad that I missed a lot. And every day I will just sit. We live in the ocean on the beach, so there's our house and then the water. And where we live, I can see the horizon, the island of Upolu, where the boat will come. And as every second week, I will sit there and see if the boat's coming, if my dad will come. The love for families, loyalty. Dad is so loyal. And the protection. I protect my family. My dad's half Chinese. My grandfather's a full Chinese from Canton, China. Moved there, married my grandma. So Dad had a little business, and I always say this, he's a baker, bake beautiful things that are Chinese baking over here. But he had a Chinese business mind, but have a Samoan heart. So he'll bake all this to sell, but when people come, he'd give it all away for free. Dad's got a really good forgiveness heart. Humblest man on earth. And I've got a mother that's hard as a rock. Everyone's scared of my mum. She'll fight, means, even her own sibling. My dad, never. I always wanted to have my dad's character and personality, and yeah, I don't. I don't have that. And then from American Samoa, my grandfather decided to, my uncle's here wants my grandfather to come over to New Zealand for holiday. So my grandfather said, well, I'm not coming if Lupe is not going to take me, because they were looking for someone to take to bring him over, because he was old. And the funny thing is, one of my cousins borrowed my dad's money because he had like a tax of it. So he went in Samoa, you can go and draw your tax if you know. So he went and draw his tax out because my grandfather wants me to bring him over, but no one can pay my fare. But one of my cousins came to Samoa, she ran out of money. So she came and asked if we can, because when we live in Apia, people in Savai think Apia, it's got money. So Dad went and drew his tax out and gave it to my cousin, and he said to her, I don't want you to give me cash. I want you to use that money to pay one of my kids to come to New Zealand to help us out. So when my grandfather wanted me to come and no one can pay my fares, that's when my dad said, can you use that money to pay Lupe's fare and come to New Zealand? So this is it. So we came here. That was a tough life here too, with no English, nothing. I was only allowed to be here for 3 months, but I became an overstayer. So I came here, all I was in my head is what my dad said. You were born to serve, and don't forget our family. So everything I work, I go to, excuse me, but I go to the second-hand shop, underwears, bras, all from the second-hand shop. I'd come home, boil it, because I'm scared that just to kill any bacteria, just to survive. You know, every leftover soaps, always collect and put them together, sent to my dad, along with my pay, you know. So I start bringing my whole family, my siblings, they all here, cousins, people in the village. So I met my husband at my best friend's funeral. We went to the same church in the island. His family thought that him and I were going around, but we weren't. He was my best friend, and he will come and talk to me about my husband, trying to making me with this guy. So Tai passed away, then Warwick and his family came to the funeral. Warwick was a pallbearer for Tai's coffin. So then at the funeral, that's when he came and introduced himself to me, not knowing, you know, and then I start talking to him, and then he was saying to me, oh, there's a girl in your church that Tai is trying to making me, but he never get the chance to take me to meet her. And that's when the same story that I got, and I said, wow, you must be the guy that Tai trying to making me her. And the same thing, I never got the chance to, yeah, so thereon, so I but the funny thing is, I fell in love with his family. You know, I like him, but I fell in love with his mum and dad because it was so kind to me. You know, they're European. I have these big wall between, you know, my colour and, you know, it's not like, it's just I'm afraid or I'm shy to be around, you know. But his mum and dad were so nice. He invited me over. If it wasn't for my husband, I wouldn't even know the world. I wouldn't even know New Zealand. I would be probably a real typical Samoans here. Heart is for family, stuck, put a head in a job and support family. no travel, no go anywhere. But my husband he takes me around New Zealand, so I know New Zealand very well and inside out. I met some amazing people from his family and his friends, school friends, and I love it, and still keep in touch with them now. The things that I've been the most proud of being a mother, when I had my children, you know, like I said before, I never planned in my life to get married. All in my head is Dad's always helping our family. Being able to hold a certificate in New Zealand education, most proudest moment of my life. I didn't say it to my family, I didn't show it, but it was a massive thing to me. I believe the reason why I love my job, because I love my job, it's because I love people. Like, my kids wants me to stop working. I say, no, that's my happy place, because I love serving people, but mostly that generation. I love elderly people, and yeah. So, and it's the same thing I'm teaching my kids. Serving others is more satisfying than just serving yourself. I look at back my life. I never sit back and be negative about it. I'm glad I came through that life. For me, I'm glad I came through that life. That makes me wants to be, not to be like that, but be a better person. Yeah. And I keep telling to my kids too, be loyal to people. Loyal to your friends, loyal to people, they were there for you. Even a person that just, do a little something smaller for you, always loyal to those people, yeah. And have a heart for people, yeah. That's why I want to do this. The whole reason why I want to, because I'm fearful for my life. I won't be here for my children, because I know that it's not, there's no cure for my cancer. So I don't know what's happened tomorrow, but I'm fear that I might go, and then, yeah. When I moved away from Savaii, I had a ball there. My grandfather kept it, the ball. He would not let anyone. And when he was, when I finally ready to bring him over to New Zealand, he bought the ball, even though it was shrunk, but he gave me the ball. And it showed that he misted me and really, yeah, wouldn't let go of me. My best friend from school, Leone, she moved to Australia. That's my childhood best friend. And my cousin Lupe Folau were best friend. And what we do is like every month we book to go for a restaurant, just, and we do that. We just completely like, not just any restaurant, like fine dining. And it's something that I am enjoying it, because I don't normally have time for myself. But she's the one that said, hey girl, we'll do this. We're going to start doing this. And she lost her husband, but now she's just want to do this for me. Love my country music. I love my easy listening.
Are you a good singer?
Not really. The old people think that I'm a good singer, well, because of hearing aids are gone. Yeah, but I love singing. I sing a lot, yeah. But for me, to live in a happy life is believing in me, believing yourself. Block your ears from what other people think about you because they don't know you, you know, because happiness is what you it's what you accepted in life. This is for me, you know. I'm not saying I'm happy all the time. I'm not saying that I live in a, but I'm content with my life, and it's, you know, yeah, it's just believing in me, believing in you, because no one will give you happiness except yourself.